chop game.
Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, laugh. Confirm, breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. The traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad, want that speed, fast, jealous, why? Trade the flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend. Or get trapped again.
Don't do it. Don't get trapped. No, no, no. We show you how to successfully trade. So let's go in 3. Okay, in 8, 7, 6. That's too many. Let's go. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Bingo, bango, bingo, and a bango. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. And we have the CCM raid showing up. Appreciate you guys greatly for being here. Thank you for everybody smashing the like. Thank you for everybody joining us today. So let's go ahead and get started. We are looking at the crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles on the daily time frame. We have some movement. LDO up 4.5%. Pump is up. Just remember, what goes down will come up, and what goes up will come down. And unless it's a rug, as far as the down goes, we have Crow on the daily doing nice. Really no double digits though. No double digits on the daily. Let's go to the 1 hour or the hourly chart. Lots of green. Does this mean Bitcoin is going up? We'll find out in just a moment. We have virtuals. Virtuals up 1.7%. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go ahead and look at the liquidations heat map. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. If you have any questions, also let me know. A lot of these mentors, they're afraid of questions because, well, they may be exposed for really not knowing what they're teaching or knowing how to trade in general. For me, I love questions. Questions does 2 things. 1, it answers your question. You know, that way you have information. Instead of paying somebody $99 an hour, well, you can ask me. Then the other thing it does is it proves that I know what I'm talking about. That's the biggest thing, because you don't want to follow somebody who does not know what they're talking about. Let's see here. On the 24-hour time frame, we have price going up. It took out this liquidity of 59.2 million, and it's continuing to the upside. Could it have come down here for this, you know, somewhere down here? Sure, of course, it can do whatever it wants. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. 12-hour. Let's see what it's doing here. We can see it's stepping its way up, which is really nice. Could it roll over and come down for this 58.44 million? Sure can. Well, is it? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that if it breaks this level, we have a very strong chance of it coming down for here. Does not mean that it will. It just means that, well, because it's breaking these levels going to the downside, and if it breaks this level, then there's a really good chance we come down here. Now, we have done this before. This is why I don't trade liquidity, where if it comes down, it could barely tap this, maybe even the blue, before going up, tricking everybody who thinks that, well, here's where it's going to bounce potentially or hit, and then it just reverses. So these are not guarantees that it will happen. However, I will say that if it breaks levels, there's a pretty good chance that it might go here. Notice my terminology: might, could, chance, probable, probability. All these are saying that something could happen, versus what a lot of other mentors say, where it's going to come down here for this liquidity. Look at all this liquidity to the downside. But when it doesn't, the very next thing that they say out of their mouth, because they trade liquidity, well, it didn't come from this liquidity, but it came from the liquidity up top. What? For me, if it breaks this level, okay, we have a higher chance of it coming down here. Because again, we're trading against people. It can always flip. Let's see who's getting liquidated. Who's getting liquidated? Put on your trading helmets. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Put them on, guys. Put them on. Smash the like. Let's see here. For this total liquidations on the 1 hour, we have shorts getting wrecked. Ouch. That means price is going up. 4 hour, shorts getting wrecked. Price going up. This is kind of half and half, middle-ish area. 12 hour, shorts getting, woo, doggy. 24 hour, this is kind of neck and neck, but still, that's a lot. All right, so let us go. Well, I do want to point out one thing. Lunar Beaches Crypto, man, dude killed it last night. Absolutely killed it. So he asked, hey guys, if you have any questions about whatever, let me know. He was talking about, you know, fair value gaps, order blocks, trend line, support resistance, the whole nine. So what I did was I asked him. I said, okay, for one, what is a fair value gap? How do traders use it? Why is it important? You know, is it stronger than order blocks? So all these are questions that, you know, as a new trader, one would have. And I tell you what, LBC knocked it out of the freaking park. He explained everything very, very well. So if you have not, I strongly recommend watching this show. This was last night. I'm actually going to put it in the chats. Copy. I'll put it in the chats, and I strongly recommend everybody watching it. Leave a comment as well. Smash the like, of course. But dude absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. All right, moving on. But yeah, man. Let's see here. And of course, we have Meet Damien right now is live. I'm not sure if BC Port Corp is going to go live, but if not, we will be forwarding our stream to Meet Damien. So kind of give you a heads up on that. So just give you a heads up. All right, let's go ahead and go with the charts. Now, once again, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't. This is my thought process. So let's go ahead and just hide this right here. What I like doing, and I mentioned this on CCM's channel, is for me personally, I like showing the stuff that I like going over the stuff that we went over the previous day, showing what my thought process was. Did it play out? If so, you know, why? If it didn't, especially why? That's the thing you always have to ask yourself. Why did this not work, or why did this work? And a lot of other traders, what they'll do is they'll spend 15, 20 minutes saying how you could have made money, how you should have done this or whatever. For me, I don't do that. I show you my thought process, and like I said, hopefully it plays out. You know, this was the previous, this was just, this was a video that I made, and here I'm showing here, notice this, guys, and this is the key thing I want y'all to take away from the thought process. You know, this is where the price was at. This was teaching. This is where the price was at. I'm thinking it's going to go up. And then depending on what happens, you know, here's our decision point. Kind of. I would like to see kind of body closes. But, you know, it went up. Then here, decision point. Are they going to come up here, roll over to attack this, to attack this? That's what I'm showing here. Or is it going to attack this, to attack this? This is what I'm showing. Again, I don't know where or what the price will do. I just know what it might do. Here's another thought process. When the price was over here and we did not cross this yet, I'm thinking, I didn't think that we were going to go up from here. From here, I thought we were going to come down. And then we might bounce here, which we kind of did, or we might bounce here. Now this was, yeah, that was here already. So this is my thought process. And if it does this, then watch out for this. Watch out for the lower lows. So this is my thought process here. And again, I'm thinking it's going to come down. Now, when it didn't, when this happened, because this is what I'm showing right here. When this up, down, up, now this lower high, which would have been this part right here, if it would have done a lower high and broke this area, then we would have targeted this and this. And that's what I'm showing right here. So again, all these different thought process that I'm doing is going to potentially, and here was my thought process here, where we could have come up, down, but here I was, even though I didn't draw it, I should have drawn it. I was saying that, you know, more than likely, if we come down, it's even better. This is the level we want to bounce on. And that's what we ended up doing. This is just in case it kept on going up, which I don't want to see. I want to see it come down. And again, this was like 4 days ago, 3 days ago. You can verify this. I believe I did this on a YouTube video. Everything I say can be verified. Everything I say can be verified. So let's go ahead and hide this stuff again. Okay, just so we have this. All right. So now, fast forward to now. What do I think? This was from last night. I did a YouTube video for my members. If you're not a VIP member, you might want to consider being one. I'm just saying, do you need that to know and learn how to trade? Nope, sure don't. Join me here every day, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. I want to get rich with you, not because of you. You don't need to join my group to learn. Now, you will learn faster, but you can ask me questions here. And that's why it's very important. Ask questions, guys. You know, ask me about charts. And these charts, the information I give you on the charts does not only apply to that one chart, it's the thought process behind trading. And it's the simplified version versus what everybody else teaches. Look at this and this and this, and if this happens, then this. But if this happens and this, well, then this. But if this and this and this happen with this, well, then this. And now you have like 8 different things. Like, man, I'm more confused now than I was when I first started watching. Here, level by level, we have our major trend line. Price was here. I did not think it was going to go up to come down to bounce up. That's not what I was thinking here. And it's verifiable on the VIP video that I made, where here, I'm thinking we're gonna come down. Bounce here. I don't know what's gonna happen. What does it do? Bounces here. Does this mean I'm a genius and join my group and I'll show you this? No, I show you this every day. Show you this every day. And here, came down, bounced off of this area. Now, what we wanna see is a lower high is fine. We want to see attack this level to attack this level. We don't want to see it rolling over and breaking this level to now potentially come and take this. We don't want that. And then, you know, here we could potentially bounce and come up. So it's always if this, then that. And what we're looking for is we're looking for levels. So I'm hoping all this makes sense. Put a number 1, put a 1 in the chat if it makes sense. Put a number 2 if it doesn't make sense, but give me what doesn't make sense so I can explain it better. And if you are a troller who doesn't think that this works, I mean, I literally show you this every single day where this is what I think might happen. And honestly, that one troller that I have, he's been quiet lately. I kind of like when he talks trash because it's extremely obvious that that guy is like way jealous. Why is he jealous? I don't know. He hates me for whatever reason. I think I slept with this girl. I don't know whether his girl, his sister, I don't know. I have no idea. But all I know is that he hates my guts. He hates it. And I don't know if he hates that what I'm teaching, like here, I mean, comes down to about this area. Sure enough, this is the level that we're watching. It's a key level. And what is it doing? Getting rejected, rejected, rejected. It's fighting, fighting, fighting. And then eventually it goes up. And this is what I'm thinking might happen. Now, what I was looking for, we talked about this earlier. This is the trend line that we're looking at, where it might get rejected here and then just break through. Now, granted, this trend line, we talked about this on CCM's channel as well, where this is literally the stepdad. It is getting no respect, none. Here, it just broke through. Then here, looking for a bounce to come up to go this way, no respect, boom. And then here, you know, barely respect. And then it came up and it breaks down again, like no respect at all. And what is it doing right now? I thought we were going to get respect here. I thought we were going to come down and then maybe start coming up. And right now it did break through it pretty nicely, coming down. Now, where do I think it's going to come down from here? That's a good question. So now let's hide this information. And this is what I like doing. I like showing you my thought process. I like showing you the next day, you know, what played out. Again, because I don't know. Can you imagine how rich I would be if I knew what was going to happen? Man, get out of here. Shoot. I'd be on the beach. I know I'd be on my island, getting ready to go to my other island on my big old yacht. No, I wouldn't have a yacht. Anyway, moving on. But what do I think is going to happen here? Well, let's go ahead and hide this as well. Like this. So now, let's zoom out first. Daily. Okay. This is our 4-hour time frame that we're looking at. This is more than likely an area of rejection. I want to get above this area to maintain our bullishness. Between these levels, this is our bullish zone. As long as we're up here, we're good. If we break below it, then we start to get bearish. And when we get bearish, we have to look for something like this, where it does a bearish retest. Comes up, bearish retest. Here, we did not get that bearish retest on the daily. Let's go to, and if we do, so while I'm here, if we do break below this, our next target, and get a bearish retest, you know, we have to get that bearish retest or just make lower lows. We're looking for at least a 10% drop from this trend line. That would be about 11% from where it's currently at. We're looking for about a 9-10% drop before it reaches this next zone. If it does go in this zone, we really do not want it crossing below this 76. I don't think it will, but again, anything can happen. Let's see here. Techman. It might be his girl and his sister. Yes. Probably. I just know that dude absolutely hates my guts for whatever reason. Yeah. Let's see. Critical Mindset says, I love it. The stepdad. Yeah. The stepdad. See here, going down the list, we got some ones in the chat. Very, very nice. Y'all appreciate the thought process. For me, I really wish, man, I wish upon a star that when I first started learning that I found somebody like me, somebody who wasn't in it to get rich off of me to teach. Because like, and it's a numbers game too. You know, you join those groups, they post a bunch of charts, and then they trick people to join their group because look, we did 40%, we did 50%, but they did like 50, 70 charts that week. I really wish, man. All right, so Piper, so somebody, it was Dylan, I believe. Dylan the other day was saying in reference to divergence. I was like, no, I don't see any divergence. So there's two different ways of looking for divergence. Before, I would always look at the major swings. So let's look at that. It's on the weekly. We have a high, we have a lower high, we have a high, we have a higher high. So right there we have divergence. Now, this is how I used to look at this stuff. This is more of the, I guess you could say, macro. But what I've done in addition to that is just like looking at these humps. Like here's the hump. Oh, can't see it. Here's the hump, and then here's the last hump. However, I've found that you can also find divergence on the humps itself. So this is a hump, and this is a hump, this is a hump, this is a hump. So there is no divergence here. However, there is divergence here. If this is how you're looking for divergence, so in my opinion, both ways are correct. Both ways are correct. Now, if this divergence, this larger, not so much the internal structure, but the external structure, if it does play out, could this mean that it played out already and now we go up? Or could it mean that we might come down even further, possibly 9-10% to this bluish area, right around 101? Personally, I would like to see it come down to 101. I really would. Because what does that do? That shows us that it's gaining support right here and it's not losing this level. Loses this level, oh, my next area is right here, right into this Fair Valley gap. So you could look at it two ways. One, yes, there is divergence. If it does come down, great. Now, for me personally, whenever I'm looking at any of this stuff, I'm looking at different time frames. And, you know, once it crosses this level, there's a really good chance that it continue coming down. You know, come down here, 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 possible. So for me personally, I don't look, well, I see divergence, but I don't trade necessarily divergence because we don't know when it's going to stop or if it already stopped. So that's my thought process. All right, let me catch up with the chat really quick. Okay. Going to the list. We've got some ones in the chat. Very nice. XRP, a thick bottom. So let's check out XRP. I haven't looked at XRP in a bit. So to XRP, and it's for Wick. Thank you, Wick, for being here. Appreciate you. Here, here. Techman says, I got my 10th. I got to 10th of my Pepe coin gold. Nice, unless I get free power, I'm not stacking anymore. Yeah, that power's expensive, man. Power's expensive. Okay. Pepe coin, the script one, I don't know what that is, but hopefully we can find it. So Pepe coin, script one. And it's from Techman. All right, Techman. Very good. Okay. Very good. Loading the money cannon. I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. My money cannon is empty. Can't afford. Yep, no money. Yep. And it happens too. Happens to the best of us. See here. There you go. There you go. There's the answer. Wash windows. Hey guys, and there's nothing wrong with doing Uber and Lyft and delivering pizzas. Nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh. So many people, they don't want to do it. Fine, I'll do it story time. Story time. Real quick though. When I was doing my nursing thing on the weekends, you know, and double shifts. But what you call it? One of the CNAs being here, we're talking, and I mentioned that I do Uber and Lyft, you know, sometimes during the week. Like, Joe, why? Like, you're a registered nurse, and like you make money. Why do you need it? I said, man, get out of the house. Yeah, and plus it's extra spending money, gas money, going out money, you know. So, but nothing wrong with doing that. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So we have XRP that we're gonna look at, and then Pepe Coin, the script one by Techman. Looking at Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour. Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm tired. What do I think is gonna happen? Well, I think it's gonna come down. Why, Joe? Do you see divergence? No, I see the price went up. What goes up will come down. Eventually. It can go up from here too, but I think it'll come down. And I'll pull it from here. The magnet tool always on. The lowest point of this move. Could it continue going up? Yes, 100%. It could continue going up before maybe coming down here and then pulling back. But if it pulls back here, what I'm looking at is this. From here to maybe here. Here would be a good spot. To here. So right above the 382 before breaking up, and then looking towards the 4 hour resistance at 116.391. Possible. Or it could all come all the way down here, 0.5. And then come up like this. Do I think we're going to come down and break this level to attack this level? That's a good question. I'm going to say no. I don't think we're going to come down. Now, if we come down and we break this level, I'll short. But Joe, why don't you short way up here? Because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to come down. But Joe, my indicator says it is. It's on this cloud or this 200 SMA or whatever. It's like, okay, well, you short it. For me, that's too risky. I'll short it down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my alert underneath this wicks because I don't want to be bothered. Get out of here, kid. You're bothering me. So I'm going to set an alert right here. And this alert is going to be for possible shorts. Oh, you know what? Let me just put short question mark just to save time. Okay. And it's set. So for me, because the market is so choppy, now if we were in a bearish market, and this is what I do, guys, like there's so many mentors out there that only teach you one way, in the market that they're in. For me, I give you a bunch of different variables so that you can understand that, oh, you know, you can't just trade it like this. If we're in the bear market and we see something like this, heck yeah, I am shorting. I got my stop loss pretty tight. Maybe here. And let's go, because there's a higher chance that we're going to come down, because of this level right here, this wick, this selling pressure zone, liquidity zone, whatever you want to call it. I call it money in the bear market, and I would enter here. But since we are in a sideways chop, the send can be at any moment now. I don't want to short up here, because something could happen to Bitcoin. Bitcoin takes off again, and then whoop, stopped out when I didn't need to be. So for me personally, what I would do is I would let it do this. If it breaks this, if it does, okay, now let's possibly open a short. And then hopefully we get a bearish retest to attack this. And then now we break the level, continue down. Oh, that sneeze. That sneeze just snuck up on me. All right, let's see here, going down the list. Here. See here, Robel, I guess. Robel says, time frame you trade and comment on that. You lovely. And you my favorite. So it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing a regular trade, I'll look at the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, enter on the 15 minute, maybe the 3 minute, if I want to like really nail the entry. If I'm doing a scalp trade, I'll go 1 hour, 15 minutes, and then definitely the 3 minute. And there's ways that I trade this, like nailing the entry. And I'll show you that in just a second. I'll show that towards the end. Nail the entry. Now, does it work all the time? No. If it did, I'd be rich. Does it work most of the time? Yes. Do I lose trades? Yes. Am I the best trader out there? No. I show you the reality of trading. Now, if I had a group to sell you, now I do have a group, but I offer it to you. If I had a group to sell you, I would be very careful with what I say, because I want you to think that I'm the best and I know everything and follow me and, join my group, but I don't have anything to sell. The people that are in my group, they appreciate what I do and they're helping fund the business, really, the continued education. And not only that, but they're getting updates on the market, because I'm in these charts all day. But yeah, so that's the time frame I not only trade on, but my top-down analysis so that I could trade on that. But see here, the less random human interaction, the better. Very true. Plasma. I've done plasma too, as a nurse. I'd be a nurse, and my CNAs would come in, and they're like, "Yeah, Joe, what do they say? I forget what they would say, but they say, yeah, I do plasma, such and such." I said, "Oh yeah, really? The one off of whatever street?" And they're like, "Yeah, how did you know that?" I was like, "Yeah, I go there." You go there? Yeah, it's easy money. Literally, they pay you for laying down. Literally, you just can't go to sleep. And I said, "Yeah, man, I love doing that." And again, like, it wasn't that I needed the money. It's one, you're helping people. And two, you get free money for doing nothing, and then I loved it. I haven't done plasma in a long time. The only thing is, like, my arm, it has an indentation. But I was doing plasma while I was going to school, so then it helped me, because I was going to school to be a nurse. Then when I became a nurse, I still did the plasma. So yeah, don't look at the needle. There was one time where I was looking at it as the needle's like this big, and I look at it and they put it in, and I was like, little woozy. But I don't look. It's a big needle. Oof. Yeah, just don't look. Just don't look at the needle. Look at something else. It was funny. I remember the first time I went and I looked at him doing it the very first time. And there was this lady next to me. She, older lady. And I look at it and I was like, doing this. And she could see me. She goes, your first time? I said, yeah. And I shouldn't have looked at the needle. She goes, so where are you from? And so I started talking to her. And then my mind got off of the needle. So she was pretty smart. Tech man. Yes. Very true. Very true. Yeah. But no, I used to love doing plasma. The only reason I don't do plasma now is because it's so far away. It's like almost an hour away. Like, it's okay. You know, you drive an hour, then you're there for a minimum an hour waiting, then an hour doing it. For me though, man, they would love me. And it was like a competition for me because I drink a lot of water and I don't eat a lot of greasy food. And you know, you'd be surprised, Joe, then why are you so big? Because I don't move. But I would drink a lot of water. I don't eat greasy foods. And I'd go, and I think my fastest time was like 32 minutes, which is like really quick because the average person is like an hour. But I averaged 38 minutes to 42 minutes. That's my average, 38 to 42 minutes. And I'm very proud of that. And like somebody would be hooked up already, you know, everybody's already hooked up. I come in, they hook me up, then mine beeps and I get unhooked and I leave before them and they're like, what the heck? But that's because I drink water. I don't drink sodas. I don't eat like fried chicken or fried foods. I eat a lot of baked stuff. Joe, why are you so fat? Because I don't move. Let's see here. However, I'm so excited, guys. At the new place, I haven't set it up yet, but I have to, and I will. In the next couple of days, I'm gonna set up my standing desk, which I bought. I'm not gonna tell you how long ago, but I bought a standing desk and a treadmill. So I don't think I'll be walking on the live stream because I'll be like, okay, guys, welcome to the show. Like, Joe, you just got started. Oh yeah. Sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, and that's funny too. Story time again. Story time. Man, I haven't even done anything here. Story time again. I was doing my clinicals for the registered nurse, and we were in the ER. Man, the ER is nuts. So all the ER nurses, man, mad respect. The dude was cleaning his gun and he shot himself. So and he's, oh man, and so like he's brown, I'm brown, everybody else is kind of white or black or whatever. So he related to me, and so I'm talking to him to get his mind off it because we got to give him a shot. And oh man, I can't do shots, and he starts freaking out. I was like, hey man, like, what kind of gun was it? Oh, it was blah blah. It's like, oh really? Yeah, and you didn't know it was loaded? Well, no, I didn't. And whoop, they got him. And they're like, oh man. So I kept on talking to him. Yeah. Here, going to the list. Yeah, I'm excited. It's very dirty what the lawyer did to me because I was paid up to date. It's very dirty what they did to me, but it's another chapter in my life, and maybe this is what was needed. Maybe if I stayed here, I'd have a heart attack in like 3 months because I don't move. And maybe this is like, yo, here's your dumb treadmill, do it. So we'll see. Let's see here. Soda to zero. I love it. F soda. Soda to zero. I love it. You guys are funny. Yeah, I'm excited. I really am. You know, and it's more than likely, you know, everything happens for a reason. You know, whether it's good or bad. I'm doing a lot of moving. I did a lot of moving already. All I have left really, man, the place looks so weird. All I have left really is well, I'm not going to take it, but I'm using my desk or a desk, and I have my only 2 monitors, my chair, because So I need to take my chair, my computers, my cats. That's a few blankets. Man, the place looks empty. Oh, it is empty. But yeah, you know, every so many days I go over there, do a load, just whatever I can take in the car. And my buddy, he was coming like once a week to take the big stuff, all the furniture. It's a lot of gas I'm wasting though, but it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. See here, going to the list. Yeah. Yep. Very true. Now, I just bought a chair, the oversized chairs. It's like a shower chair that fits over the treadmill. So literally I'll be sitting down and just moving my feet. So I think that'll help with the, oh wait, no, I can't get exercise like that. Sitting down and just moving my feet. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Yep. Yeah. And it's cool too. Like here, I can target practice, but my neighbor, he doesn't like doesn't like pew pews. But my other neighbor, my new neighbor, when I was moving stuff around or moving into the place, he came over, he's like, hey, just to let you know, I'm gonna be doing some target practice. And same thing with my buddy. He'll come to the property and he'll do target practice. But my neighbor's like, so just kind of let you know, that's oh yeah, man, that's cool. You know, do your thing. And it says, hopefully one day I'll join you. But right now I'm doing the move. He says, oh yeah. So he's a cool dude. Here, on the list. Yeah, I saw a video where they were in a shooting range. Joe, are you ever going to get to our things? Yes, I will. I saw a video where the dude was in a pew range, and it's not working, and he's cocking it back, and it's nothing. And then he pointed at his girl. His girl's standing right there, and he literally points like this, and he's checking it, and then he pulled the trigger. Boom! All you see is, red bodily fluids. And it's like, how can you be so dumb? Literally. And I'm like, man. Yeah. Yes, 100%. 100%. And if you have certain thoughts, it is not recommended to have that around. Or sharp knives, sharp utensils. Very true. Yep. Very true. All right, so let's get started. So back to Bitcoin. Here, did I think the price was going to go up? Nope, sure didn't. Here, I'm thinking the price is going to come down. And right now it's coming down. Doesn't mean that it will come down all the way here to where I'm thinking, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to come down. And what would I like? So I'm going to do an A and a B on here. I'm going to go with B. B for sure. I mean, Joe, that made no sense. I'm going to go with, this is my A. Holy smokes, what happened? Oh, nice. Wix Y Fine 89 just did 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Those 5 memberships of people who just got them, which is Mr. Brumbolo, Medina, French Toaster, and see here, Yoda the One, and also Lunchable Connoisseur. Those 5 people have the ability to watch some of the videos that I give to my VIP members. So you are a YouTube member now. Watch those videos, see the thought process, see what I think might happen. Very important. WWF emotion. What would that stand for though? Wix wife fine. Is that what that would stand for? But thank you, ex-wife. You're the best. And you are now my favorite. You are now my favorite. Thank you. So here, I think A is going to play. And here is our B. And see what happens. Let us see what happens. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I did another one. Here. Oh, getting confused now. There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we need to start a group and pyramid scheme each other until we all have 2K a month for life. Yeah. And it's so funny. Yo. Fine. Fine. Here. It's too much to put on one of the emojis. So here, volume profile, value area high, value area low, how to trade idea. Okay. Value area high, value area high, value area low, POC, trade. Okay, so let's answer these questions. Let's get started. Joe, it's the end of the show already. I know. But it's my thought process. Okay. So I think we're going to come down to about 114.5. About, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly that, but I think it's going to come down here closer to 0.5 and then potentially break up. Now, if we do something like this, where it comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down. Uh-oh. Now this is our, you know, uh-oh moment. Then when we break this level, this is our oh crap moment. Then we break this level, then we're like, okay, more than likely we're going to short. But if it just comes straight down like this, expect something like this. It's very important. But I think this is going to happen. But if we start doing lower highs and lower lows, well, now we have to, okay, well, more than likely this. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Okay. All right, K Diggity, work it up for us and then send it to me. I prefer Telegram, but you can send it to me in my Discord. I have a Discord, so definitely do that. Let's see here. How does Tom Crown make such clean videos? I have no idea. I asked him. Me and him, we talked. I asked him about a year ago. I said, dude, the production on your, because I think either they started going into my feed, or that's when he started doing it. Maybe a year and a half ago now. Time goes by so fast. But it's all, you know, this is how you, with the voice and everything, this is how you blah, blah. And then it zooms in, it flies, and you have all this animation. I was like, holy smokes, this dude is making some serious cash to be paying that person to do some serious work. But he never told me though. I was going to see how much that dude charged so that I could make, I doubt I could afford it. But yeah, it's the sunglasses. Yeah, true. So yes, guys, here's my Discord. So definitely join it. This is free. I don't do any setups in there. All the setups that I do are here on YouTube. And then of course my active trades, that's for my VIP group, which is on Telegram. So just to let you know. Oh no, you're good, Jesse. And thank you, XY599. Appreciate you. All right, so let us go ahead and start working. Let us start working. All right. So the first one is the XRP for Wick. XRP. Let us look at this. Okay. Let's go to the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour time frame, we're looking for our alert to be here. This is when the price action was here. This was an aggressive entry. Yellow means aggressive. This is aggressive entry, hoping that we re-enter this zone. Very nice range, very nice range. And then we can enter here, and here's our stop loss. Oh no, here's our lower entry. Here's our lower entry. And for a safer entry, would have your alert right here, 3.3485. Once and after the alert goes off, the alert must be triggered. You watch for a 4-hour candle to close above this level, 3.2735. If that happens, then this is a safer entry, because if it comes down, now we have this as our hopeful support zone. That's the thought process here. Now, we entered aggressively. If we entered, price came down, did not hit our lower entry, which is fine. Looking at this, in my opinion, it's looking good. Came down, came up, came down past the 382. Let's go ahead and just hide this. What did I do? Oh. Let's hide this first. Then let's show you what I'm talking about. Magnet tool. Now the movement of this from the low to the high, past the 382, onto the 0.5 of this extension leg, and pulling back. This right here is our decision point. Are we going to attack this to continue coming up, or are we going to roll over and get this liquidity and then potentially do something like this? So from here, decision point, are we going to attack this to attack this, or are we going to roll over, go for this, get all this liquidity, and then now here, are we from here, the 786, we could do this, or roll over. There's a bunch of ors in that comment you just did, Joe. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. What do I think might happen? I think bullish. I think we're going to go up from here. But if we break this level, get ready, because we could either bounce the 786 or roll over. I won't know until I see more price action. If I see it come down, then start coming up, then coming down, breaking this, okay, now my conviction of it going down is much greater, because there are several things that just happened right here in this little moment. Versus coming down here, here's our decision point, and if it comes up and it breaks this and it does something like this, great, let's go. Moon mission. So right now, in my opinion, this is looking very bullish. I'm trying to think of people who do patterns. Just for the giggles. We have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder to the upside. Now, we have an Adam and an Eve. No. We have a cup and a handle. No. What we have is a failure to fill in the blank. You got it. Well, what we need to do is break this level. That's what we need to do. So it could do something like this. Boop. Find support. Let's go. Moon mission. Moon mission. But to me, it looks bullish. It looks bullish. I like it. For me personally, if I was doing a leverage trade, I would enter right. Oh, okay. So let's speak about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about value high, value low, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah. So now what I want to do is I want to hide all this mumbo jumbo. Just hide it. Just hide it. Okay. So in order to do a fixed range volume profile, because I don't use the volume, I don't use the visible range volume profile. I don't use this one because here it's giving me my points of control here. If I adjust the visibility of what I'm looking at, well, now it moves to here. But if I change this to the visibility of what I'm looking at, point of control changes. I don't want something that changes based off of what the movement that I'm doing. So this, I don't like. So get out of here. Go home. What I prefer is the fixed range volume profile. Now the fixed range volume profile, it works on ranges. So if we have a range, like this was a range, this was a range. If you wanted to, you could do this entire thing as a range high, range low, mid-level. This was probably not a good one to actually do, but I'll give you an example. So this is really not a range, but I mean, you could still pull it from here. I really would have done. Okay. But let's just do this range right here. So the fixed range volume profile, it's over here. Whenever I click on anything on my floating toolbar that's down here, it shows up over here. And it's lightly grayed, but you can see it's my favorite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the high to here, which only consists of this. Now, if we go into the settings, you can see these are my settings. You can pause the video if you like. You can extend it to the right if you like as well. I don't. That way it only stays here in case I have multiple ranges. Then these are the other values that I have. Value high, low, etc., etc. I don't do this stuff down here, and I save it as my template, which I'm not sure if you can see it way down here. I'm going to save it. Okay. Then you say okay. So the way people trade this, I don't. But the way people trade it is, let's just say we are people. Let's just say we're here. And I'm thinking price because it went up. Well, let's do it even further. And let's just take this off too. So because it went so up, I'm thinking it's going to come down to about here. All the liquidity traders out there are thinking, oh, look at this huge amount of liquidity that we can come back for. Let's target this. All this is liquidity, all of it. I don't trade like that because I have been disappointed many, many times because price will do whatever it wants. It doesn't have to go down. You can do whatever it wants. So I'm thinking it's going to come down in here because it moved up this much. 50% of this move is roughly here. However, price comes down and now I don't even know this is a range yet. So I would have to wait. So I'm playing this and I'm just waiting. And I see now it's having a hard time breaking down. So again, the more information you have, the greater, I want to say like possibility of what might happen. Originally here, I'm thinking we're going to come down, but now it's going sideways. Joe, you're just saying that because you know what happened. No, like this is what I do. And if you don't believe me, watch all my videos. This is what I do. Like I'm showing you in the moment what I would do. Here I'm seeing that we have this very strong level. It's actually a zone, very strong zone from here to here. I wouldn't consider, I'd consider this a range because it hasn't gone to the middle of this drop. So what makes a range valid? Good question. What makes a range valid is when the price goes and makes a pivot, comes down, creates another pivot. Right now, this is the potential start of a range. Once the price action goes to the middle or about the middle, then the range is being established. Notice the building of this. First, pivot, possible range. We don't know yet. Then as more time goes on and we break the midpoint of this, now we have established a range, and now we have a high and a low and a middle. Now, all this is important because we're going to be talking about the fixed range volume profile. Again, range. Hopefully you all are liking this. Now, as it continues to go, now we are, if it just does a wick, I'm not convinced. But if we have a candle body, like right here, I'm convinced now this is a range. This wick, not really. This wick, no. We're getting resistance here. Now, okay, this is a range. So now what I can do, go to my fixed range volume profile, go from the pivot all the way over. This is going to give me my point of control. And I went over the settings. That's my red. My value area high, which is my green. My value area low, which is my blue. Now, what information does this give me? This gives me the information of where there was a lot of volume. I love volume. Volume equals people buying and selling. So this shows me the hype, the excitement. Where's all the activity at? Well, that's here at the point of control. Now, for me personally, there are other traders that say that if we go to the value area high and we start coming down, that we will, that's their terminology, that we will come down to the PLC. And if we break the PLC, we will, that's their terminology, we will go to the value area low. However, for me, because I know we are trading against people and people are very spontaneous or emotional, that just because it breaks this level does not mean that it will do anything. It can do whatever it wants. So if we break below the value area high, there is a very high chance that we might come down to the point of control because this is the area of the most activity. So that's very important. If we break this, well, then we might go down to the lowest point, the value area low, which is within the range. So other people trade this. Yes, CryptoCoin Mindset doing it. Magnets, yes. So for me personally, the only magnet in crypto is right here on TradingView. This is the only magnet. A lot of traders out there, they like saying that something will happen if this happens, then this will. No, because what could happen is we do this. Here's a level. The price could, I don't know what's going to happen. If it retraces, it could do something like this and maybe get rejected off of the value area high before coming down and then coming up and then coming down and then now going up. I don't know. I don't even know what's going to happen. Okay. So here, I did not know what was going to happen. No idea. But I'm thinking if we came down, we might break the value area high to come up to it. Now, granted, it came down to the value area high. It had a chance to find support on it, and it came up. But then here's our level of resistance. Came down, broke this. Uh-oh. Because it broke this, now there's a chance that we may come down to this. We come down, we wick, we come back up, and notice that we didn't just fall. This is why I don't trade using this. Now I'll see where the average or the most activity occurred to give me a probability of what might happen. But for me, I look at the strength of the move. That's what I do. And I'm thinking it's going to come down about here. Granted, it did not continue going up. It could have, but I thought it was going to come down, and it did. Thinking it's going to bounce around this area, and it did. And then eventually go up, and it did. Now, granted, this one, it should have been a little bit higher than this, just because I'm thinking a higher high. So, but this is how you use the point of control. I mean, this is how you use the fixed range volume profile to trade. However, I do not. I see that, you know, if we come down here, it might bounce. It doesn't mean that it will. And that's where a lot of people, they get these notions that, oh, my mentor said that, you know, if the price comes down here, it's going to bounce. It's going to do this because of this. No. Like we have this zone right here, and it might bounce, but it doesn't mean that it will. So that's why you have to always look at these levels, so that if it does this and it breaks this level, great. If it breaks the point of control, even better. It's another strength for you. But if it doesn't break this first level and doesn't come up to your point of control, and it does this, well, now guess what? Okay, this becomes invalid. This is no longer valid as far as potentially going up. Now we're thinking about going down unless, and I hate this, unless we do a bear trap, where now it does this number. And instead of it breaking the level to the downside, it just trapped the traders, and now we're going to the upside. So again, this is why I trade level by level. This is why, because we don't know what's going to happen. Joe, there was divergence, and that's why I went down. One thing, great. How come we didn't go down further or keep on going down? You have to realize what market we're in. I've been talking a whole bunch. I don't know if y'all have been. Put ones in the chat if y'all like this, guys. Put one and put a two if it just very far fetched, and then explain why. But here, this would have been a bull trap, and now. Okay, we regained the value area low, which is good. Also this zone, which is good. And now, okay, moon mission, let's go. So that's my thought process. So, and that's how you trade using the value area high and value area low. But for me personally, I don't. I use levels. Now I see them and I see where the zones are because they do get respected. I don't want to say all the time, definitely not all the time, but a good majority of the time they get respected. So I do love it, and I love the fixed range volume profile. Absolutely love it. All right, very good. Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat really quick. Catching up on the chats. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, man. We got mad love for you, Jesse. Mad love for you, man. Here. Going to the list really quick. Even with Jesse in the hospital, he's still here. Good Lord. Thank you, Jesse. Yep, very true. Very true. Okay. Okay, going to the list. Wick says previous bear range was 0.5-ish. The bear market before that was 0. What was it? 20? XRP. I don't know if this one will have it. So we can. But 1 hour's not gonna do it. 2023. So it was 22, but on average, yeah, about 30 cents. 2022. Yeah, I'd say about that. XRP. Binance. Oh, this is my chart for XRP. Oh no. Oh no. I still hold XRP. I'm gonna sell it at 5 and then at 7. But yeah, this is my XRP weekly chart. Let's see here. So in 2022, it was 32 cents. And then in 2020, it was 25 cents. The low of 2020 was 15 cents. But if you hold them long enough, they could do this. All right, so that's it. So that answered the question as far as value area high, value area low, point of control, trading. Hopefully that was very thorough for you. Got some what used to be ice water or ice drink. All right, moving on. Okay, Pepe coin. Let's do the Pepe coin. Oh yeah, did I get all the stuff? 60% or 6 cents would be sad. Oh heck yeah, man! If it came all the way down here for XRP, like XRP, I don't want to see it break below 193. I really don't, because if it does, it could repeat this right here. That would be bad. Like you don't want to break in 193. Definitely not. Let's see here. Yep. Very true. Very true. I'm really disappointed. Really disappointed. But next, this bear market, I'm actually looking forward to the bear market, because then there's no more hope for up. It's okay, we're in the bear market, let's freaking short. And the scalps will be longs, but the swing trades will be shorts. And let's freaking go. Let's do that for a year, year and a half. And then we'll start DCAing into Bitcoin. And I'm gonna be stressing that a bunch, and not only on the channel, but especially in the VIP group, where for me personally, it's gonna be 80%. I'm not messing around, 80% into Bitcoin. And then I'll be trading coins, because it was, the coins will still be going. But if this next cycle was anything like this cycle, man, yes, we made money, but the ones that we held, kind of like hoping this, but something like this would happen, poof. The ones that we held did this, went up and then poof. And now we're like, come on. Let's look at Pepe, and that's gonna be our last one. Pepe. I don't know Pepe coin. Pepe coin. I'm guessing on MEXC. This is for Techman. Techman, if you're still here, let me know if this is the one. Pepe coin. And I'm glad, it wasn't just Pepe, it was Pepe coin. No, the 60s for Bitcoin. Oh, I don't think Bitcoin's gonna go that low. That's good. For Bitcoin, I'm gonna say, well, no, you're right. I'm gonna say, depending on how high up we go, I mean, that all determines on where we might end up. But from this point, if we do go into, I would say about 62. You're right, spot on. Somewhere in between this level, in this zone. But if it goes up even higher, I doubt to 220. If it goes to 220, then I'm looking for maybe like 80 to maybe 75-ish, maybe. But it just depends on where it goes up. Okay, moving on. Okay, I see the yearly for Bitcoin 82 for Bitcoin the lowest. Okay. It's a quick magnets. Oh, magnet chat. You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts. Got a lot of ones in the chat. Good. Very nice. Okay. About time to bug spray some faces. Wasp nest. Uh-oh. It's funny, I sprayed a wasp nest 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm removing my security cameras. And I go and I shake it up. And I should have known once I shook it. But I go and it was just poof, and then a stream and then boom. So needless to say, they were pretty mad. Yeah. Yep. We all have. You have Adele. Tell us about XRP. Very, very true. Yes, very true. But now he sold it all. But now when it goes up to $5, man, I should have held it, blah, blah, you know, only 10,000 million X did. And I was like, dude, come on. Like you did what most traders dream of doing. And I gotta like pat him on the back all the time. I was like, dude, no, man, like you bought it, you held it, you sold, you made money. Like there's a lot of traders that don't make money. You made money and you bought stuff with it. Whether it was bills or whatever, a mining machine, something like, dude, like, but he beats himself up. Oh man, I should have just held it a little bit. No, you did stuff with it. So it's good. Yeah, XRP, maybe beep. Yep, very good. Okay, it's here. Going to trade AI XBT again, I guess. I'm ready to make another 28X. Hey, there you go. There you go. So I'm not sure if Techman is here. Techman's probably like, man, Joe, you're taking way too long. I got things to do. So if this is a long-term hold, I'd say if this is a like an investment, I'd say buy now. It's good. I don't think it'll go lower than this. Make sure my magnet tool's on. I don't think it'll go lower than this. It could, anything can happen. But right now, this is a beautiful retrace into, I want to say the golden pocket, if not just barely passing it. Yeah, just barely passing it. And now I wouldn't say barely passing it, it did pass it. No, you're just trying to save yourself. Yeah, I was. But, you know, beautiful retrace. If you want to do this as a trade, well, then I would definitely have to wait for it to break this level. I'll put this in blue. Because what we could see is something like this, where it comes up, down, up, we enter the trade, and boom, bingo, bango. Making money. Or we could treat this as an investment. We enter now, and let's just say it does come down. And it does this for a while. Well, then you can add again here. Here's where we would enter. You could add again here. And then as it's breaking the levels, now we can continue DCAing into it. And then if it dips again, even better. Even better. Because now we can DCA in some more. But if you're looking for a trade, I would definitely wait for it to break over this. Let's see here. I went to Vegas on stocks. Hey, there you go. WD-40 works great. Yes, indeed. I've never used it though. No rush from me, brother. All good. All right, so that's the show, guys. That is the show. We covered a bunch of stuff, a bunch of learning opportunities here. And oh man, I should clip some of today's show, but for shorts. But I'm still doing. I gotta dismantle, well, not dismantle. I guess disassemble an entertainment center. That's what I'm about to do right now. Ugh. So I can fit in my car. But yeah, I'm about to do that. But I do thank you guys very much. We're gonna listen to a little bit of the chop game. And while we're doing that, we're gonna go to Damien's stream. So let's go over there. So support Damien as well. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to put TI Raid or Trading Tuition Raid. Just be a few moments for me to set that up. Clip your shorts. Dude, it takes me too much time. Like there's a program that I pay for where I chop it up first, because sometimes if I just put the link, it chops up like in weird spots. But so there's times where I will go and get my video and put it into like 5-minute segments or whatever, and then I'll throw it into that program, and then it'll chop up each of those individual files so I can post. But like, oh, that's a lot. It's not a lot of, it's time consuming. Yes. But yeah, I do need to clip my shorts or do more shorts. It is what it is. But I do thank you guys. We're going to go over to Meet Damien, PI Raid, and I'm going to set that up right now. So thank you guys. Remember, you don't have to be in a trade all the time. Remember, you don't have to pay somebody to learn how to trade. I provide it to you for free without saying, oh, join my Discord or Telegram if you want the secrets. No, I'll show you here. All right, that's all I got. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned. We're going to get forwarded to the other one. All right. Thank you.
Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, left. Confirm, breakout. No, now it's reversing.
All right, so I just finished. So here we go. Thank you so much. Take care.